just like Romeo and Juliet.
It's time for Just Like Romeo and Juliet. Brought to you by Facebook and Elixir, makers of Love Potion 109. Ladies and gentlemen, AJ.
Well, we have a good show for you guys tonight. Tonight we're going to talk about the subject of Romeo and Juliet. We're going to have some guests to come on the show tonight to tell us a little bit more on how the whole story started. So please, give a warm welcome to our first guest tonight, Romeo from the Montague family. I know you like that girl, Rosaline, right? How's that going? That is a name I have long thus forgotten. A name that I used to love, but thou did not love me back. Now thy love lies with Juliet. Juliet? Who is she? Thy is my greatest love, yet thee is my greatest enemy. You talk funny. Thou talks funny too. What do you mean by enemy? Well, you see, she is a daughter of a Capulet, my family's ancient rival. So, the Capulet party is where you first saw Juliet. How exactly would you describe her? She was a dove in a room full of hearts. She was love at first sight. I knew then I wanted her as my newlywed. You talk funny. Don't judge me. So, did you end up marrying Juliet? Yes, but in secret, because of the feud of the family. So, do you actually plan on telling your parents? Well, of course. That time has to come. You can't keep love a secret. Romeo, it was a pleasure having you tonight. The pleasure is all mine. How about a big hand for Romeo? How about a big hand for Friar Lawrence? So, I guess you're the go-to guy for weddings, huh?
Well, I am a priest at a church, you know, and so one of my responsibilities is to marry you young people so you can go to me anytime.
What exactly were you doing when Romeo came to you?
Well, it was early in the morning, so I would have been in the field picking flowers and herbs.
Why so early, picking plants?
Well, as any botanist would know, you go out early into the field to pick your herbs because then your potions are far more potent. And just between you and me, I do all the flower arrangements for the weddings. It's a little hobby of mine, you see, and Lord Montague doesn't take too kindly to it. He thinks it's rather sissified. So there's a big running joke in the town that only Montague could prevent florist friars. I like that one. That's a knee slapper.
So, what were your thoughts when Romeo asked you to marry him and Juliet?
Well, you see, I thought that they should wait a while and not rush into the wedding.
When was their deadline to get married?
Oh, the very day that he proposed. I was against it at first, but after a little thinking, I thought maybe, perhaps, it could end the feud between the two families. So, perhaps the sooner the better.
You talk funny.
Perhaps you would have me say, Friar Shizzle, my nizzle? How about I say, Buster Capulet, all up in it? It is English, you know. You Americans should try it sometime. Yeah!
Well, thanks for joining us tonight, Friar. Let's give a hand for Friar Lawrence.
Our next guest is that big, fat, ugly woman.
Knock it off, Marcuccio. Anyways, let's give a hand for the nurse. Have a seat. So, what exactly do you do around the Capulet's manor? What's your purpose? You see, I'm the caretaker of Juliet. I meet all of her basic needs since her mother was never around. So what exactly do you mean by you met her needs? One of the biggest ones was probably when I transmitted messages between Juliet and Romeo and Juliet. I pretty much helped them get married. So you were like the middleman or the third wheel? Well, I wouldn't say third wheel. I'm like the match. Oh, well, that's all the time we have. So thanks for coming, everyone. The nerd. Romeo and Juliet. A tragic but inspiring tale about two people who sought love within each other, despite their families' ancient rivalries. I'm AJ Reed. Good night, everybody.
Romeo and Juliet, just like Romeo and Juliet, just